Another odd name, another possibly fantastic result. Let's check it out. This one is called the FMCT 2341 in attack. Now, here's the thing. The tactic maker called this the 2341. And as you can see, I'm guessing because it's got two inverted wingbacks on the sides. But you look at this, I think 4-5-1, 4-3-3, whatever you want to call it. I'm calling it a 2-3-4-1 for the sake of this tactic, simply because that is what the tactic maker had said on the page I got this from. However, for some reason, you can see 4-3-3 DM wide, 2-3-4-1 in attack. So I just wanted to point that out. Anytime I use something like a 2-3-4-1, where it doesn't seem to match up with the image itself as a 4-3-3, 4-5-1, whatever you want to call it, the only reason that is because the tactic maker used that, not because that's how I see it. But we're going to get into the tactic at the end of the video like we've done now. There is a big write-up on the description, in the description section of the page I got this from, basically saying the primary objective of this tactic is to embody a dynamic and possession-oriented style. So there is a ton of information on it that you want to check out. It has been used by several different teams that have done fairly well for the most part. A couple teams didn't do all that well, but we're going to check it out, and we'll see how our three teams of Liverpool, Aston Villa, and our championship side of Ipswich Town do just a minute. As you can see, Liverpool coming in second, 82 points, 97 goals. To be honest, kind of on the average mark for them. 97 goals, probably a little bit above average thereabouts. But Aston Villa in 7th place, getting Europa League, 67 points, 73 goals. Not too bad, a little bit above where they're expected to be, but I think we've definitely seen better tactics that have done very well for Aston Villa. Liverpool's schedule, that doesn't look good. Out in the Cups almost immediately. Manchester United 0-2 in the 4th round, FA Cup 3rd round against Manchester City. Manchester just hates us. However, they do come away with a trophy, Europa League final against PSG, a big one right there, 1-0. They've done fairly well, but another trophy in the cabinet at least. So overall, 2nd place, not too bad in the Premier League. Winner of the Europa League, fantastic. FA Cup, Carabao Cup, absolutely abysmal. And as we look at the squad, 31 goals for Nunez. Nunez can really fire it in FM24, just can't seem to get it on target in real life. Assists-wise, 16 for both Salah and Luis, and then average rating 7.44 for Salah. Fantastic outing. They're actually missing a lot of stats, though, for some of these players that usually get a lot of green to them. Aston Villa doing a little bit better in the Cups. EFL Cup, 4th round, they lose out to Leeds, but the 5th round in the FA Cup, they do get a little bit farther against Arsenal 0-2. But again, Europe is where it's at. The conference final, 6-0 over Lille. That is a huge one. Alkmaar, is that Alkmaar? Osasuna, Club Brugge, they've done a fantastic job here. Only one blemish. They get their trophy as well. So as we look at it, Premier League, 7th place, still in Europe spots, but still not as good as we've seen before. Winners of the Conference League, nothing really in the FA Cup or the Carabao Cup. So as we take a look at this, Ollie Watkins this time around with 33 goals. Diaby is all the way down with 10. Assists-wise, 17 for Douglas Luiz. Average rating 7.26 for Moussa Diaby, not bad. So, he's playing with the strings on the side of all this, but he's just not the goal tally machine that he has been in the past. Data Hub for Liverpool, clearly attacking powerhouses and dribbling as well. Not all the way to the top, however. We've seen that before. Aston Villa, dribbling is all the way there. The non-penalty expected goals per 90 is kind of there. Everything else is doing really well, but unfortunately not nearly as good as they should. Premier League stats-wise, 97 goals for Liverpool. Aston Villa in 4th with 73. Still, we've seen better tallies. Fewest shots against, Liverpool halfway down, and then Aston Villa at the bottom of that list in 8th. Most possession, Liverpool in 6th. Most dribbles made, Aston Villa is up there with 750. Liverpool with 742. Most tackles, Aston Villa is actually up there. We rarely see that. Best pass completion, nobody. Most shots for Liverpool, of course, in 2nd. Aston Villa in 6th. And there you go. And as we change things up and move to Ipswich Town in the championship, you can see they come in 5th. Playoff contention spots, unfortunately, they did not make it too far. So 5th place, 87 goals, 78 points, not too bad. You definitely, if you picked this up yourself, could probably do a little bit better, and you weren't simming, you just kind of took control of the reins and everything in it. But they do lose out in the semis, unfortunately, against Stoke. A big sad result right there. Cup runs are fairly standard. EFL Cup 2nd round, you lose out to Norwich, and then the 5th round of the FA Cup against Newcastle. So overall, I mean, you did get into 5th place. Unfortunately, you're just not able to get promoted. But the Cups, yeah, standard routine. And as we take a look at Ipswich Town's tallies, 15 goals for Broadhead. I mean, really, Hurst all the way down. I mean, 13, not too bad off of 15, but still usually up in the 20s and 30s at least. Assist-wise, Wes Burns with 14, Leaf Davis with 13, and then average rating, not a lot in the green, 714 for Wes Burns. So stats-wise, I'm really not expecting much on the championship stats. I mean, most goals all the way down in 5th with 89. I mean, still, 89 is not a bad tally. You're not too far off the, up to 2nd, but you've done a lot better in some of these other tactics. Fewer shots against in 5th, most possession all the way down in 8th. Dribbles made, you got 3rd at least. Most tackles won, 4th. I mean, you kind of needed that. Best pass completion, nobody. Most shots for, there you go, in 4th. And as we switch to the tactic itself, you can see, again, they say it's a 4-3-3 DM wide, but a 2-3-4-1. And that is because when you're in attack, you got these inverted wing backs that are kind of moving up. You got the goalkeeper in defend. We've already done the inverted wing backs. Central defenders in defend in the central spots. A DM above them in defend. An advanced playmaker in attack on the left. A CM in attack on the right. Wingers in attack up front, along with a pressing forward in attack centrally. Positive mentality in possession and attacking width is fairly wide. Approach play is pass into space, play out of defense. Passing directness is shorter, tempo is standard, mixed crosses in the final third, work the ball in the box, run at defense, and be more expressive. In transition, counter press, counter, distribute to the center backs alone, and take short kicks. And then out of possession, a high press line of engagement, a higher defensive line, trigger press more often, get stuck in, step up more, and then trap outside. Now, as we've said, unfortunately, I mean, it got Ipswich Town to 5th place, which is fantastic. Unfortunately, just not through the playoff spots. So they're in the championship one more season. And if we look at the Premier League, yeah, Liverpool in 2nd on an average mark, Aston Villa in 7th. I definitely think that if you took control of this, you followed the instructions on the page and the link down below, you could probably do a lot better, fit this to your squad a lot better. And I can see you getting a little bit better in positioning wise, table wise, on a couple of these teams. But that is it for me, Sefian FM, for the Football Manager blog channel, saying thank you as always for watching. Take care and enjoy.